is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
You're on to TVM's Metro Updates, coming to you from TVM Studios in Metropolitan Town of Florida State. I'm Mara Samuels, and these are the news making rounds this hour. Prominent community leader and chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, Olusegun Egbo Akeni, has extended his formal congratulations to Comrade Lucky Kode following his official inauguration as the Ughelli South Local Government Area Coordinator of the Renewed Hope Ambassadors. The ceremony, which took place on Wednesday, March 25th, marks a significant step in the grassroots mobilization efforts for the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration within Delta State. Kenny described the appointment of Comrade Kode as a well-deserved recognition of his long-standing dedication to community service and his consistent loyalty to the ideals of the progressive movements. He explained that the Renewed Hope Ambassadors serve as a vital link between the federal government's policies and the citizens at the local level, ensuring that the impact of national reforms is felt directly by the people of Ughelli South. Akeni noted that Kode possesses the necessary leadership qualities and grassroots connection to effectively coordinate the group's activities and promote the achievements of the current administration. In his message, Akeni urged the new coordinator to prioritize inclusivity and reach out to all segments of the local government to build a formidable support base for the party's vision. Still in Delta State, the All Progressive Congress, APC, has elected a new South-South Zonal Executive Committee as party leaders reaffirm calls for unity and consolidation ahead of future elections. The exercise took place at a zonal congress in Asaba, the state capital, attended by top party leaders, including the Senate presidents, governors, lawmakers, and delegates from across the region. It was a gathering of party leaders, stakeholders, and delegates, all converging in Asaba with a shared mission to strengthen the All Progressive Congress in the South-South region. The zonal congress, conducted through a consensus arrangement, reflected the party's resolve to maintain internal cohesion and unity as it prepares for future political contests. At the end of the exercise, Chief Victor Gaidom emerged as the National Vice Chairman, South-South, alongside other members of the new Zonal Executive Committee. Also elected were Dr. Ita Udosen as Zonal Secretary and Barrister New World Safuga as Zonal Legal Advisor. In all, 8 officials were returned to pilot the affairs of the party in the South-South zone. President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, conveyed the goodwill of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to party members and delegates of the Congress. He commended the South-South APC for what he described as growing unity, stability, and political alignment within the region. He urged party faithfuls to remain committed to the ideals of the APC and continue to work together for the progress of the party. Let's take a look.
So the president said, I should particularly thank the South. It is not whether you are going to win in 2027, because you cannot be escorted by lions and you become afraid of goats. Will you be afraid of goats? And this is the South now. So now we are complete and we are focused. The question then will be, what quantum of votes will the South give to the APC? But if that is the only demand from South for state creation, then I should be very proud to support it. I should be very proud to support it. Your Excellency, the Governor of Delta, if it is affecting Delta, let me tell you how it will be. For Niama State, the capital will be in Asaba. And then, for Delta State proper, the capital will be in Warri. So,
the South is too strategic and very important. We must speak with one voice. We must stand together, work together, win together.
We have agreed to work together for the development of our region. And that's why, even today, the question then will be, what quantum of votes will the South give to the APC? But if that is the only demand from South for state creation, then I should be very proud to support it. I should be very proud to support it. Your Excellency, the Governor of Delta, if it is affecting Delta, let me tell you how it will be. For Niama State, the capital will be in Asaba. And then, for Delta State proper, the capital will be in Warri. So,
the South is too strategic and very important. We must speak with one voice. We must stand together, work together, win together.
We have agreed to work together for the development of our region. And that's why, even today, you will see that not.
In his acceptance speech, Chief Victor Gaidom, who was returned unopposed, expressed appreciation to party leaders and delegates for the confidence reposed in him. He assured members that the new executive would work to deepen the party's reach, strengthen its structures, and expand its influence across the South-South ahead of the 2027 general elections. With the South-South Zonal Congress now concluded, attention shifts to the party's national convention scheduled to hold in Abuja, where further decisions are expected to shape the APC's political direction. And on to Edo State, operatives of the Edo State Police Command has arrested a 64-year-old man, Julius Oseyomon, and 3 other suspects for their alleged involvement in cultism and illegal possessions of firearms. The arrests were carried out by the Uromi Division during a coordinated operation in the early hours of Tuesday, March 24th, following credible intelligence regarding criminal activities in the area. The command identified the other suspects as a 54-year-old Abraham Eromusele Momo, 27-year-old Solomon Oboigbe, and 26-year-old Fidelis Omale. During the raid, security forces recovered 4 English pump-action guns, 9 live cartridges, and 3 expended cartridges from the suspects. Preliminary investigations by the police indicate that the individuals are members of the Eye confraternity and that the firearms were obtained through illegal channels. The Commissioner of Police, Monday Agbonika, commended the officers for their professionalism and reiterated the command's commitment to mopping up illegal arms and dismantling court networks across the states. The suspects have since been arraigned in court following the conclusion of the initial investigation. Still in Edo State, the Edo State Security Corps, ESSC, has apprehended a 28-year-old man identified as Edet Friday for the alleged thefts of a minibus in Benin City. The suspect was taken into custody on Thursday, March 26th, after security operatives tracked the vehicle following interest call from the owner. The ESSC reported that the suspect was intercepted while attempting to relocate the stolen vehicle to a different part of the state for disposal. According to the Security Corps, the arrest is part of an ongoing Safe City initiative aimed at reducing petty thefts and vehicle snatching within the metropolitan town of Edo State. The suspect has been handed over to the relevant police division for further interrogation and investigation and formal charging. Authorities have urged vehicle owners to remain vigilant and utilize tracking technology to assist security agencies in a rapid recovery of stolen properties. The ESSC noted that it has increased patrols at major motor parks and transit hubs to deter similar criminal activities. And then to Cross River State, the leadership of the All Progressive Congress in Cross River State has suspended indefinitely the lawmaker representing Obubra, one state constituency in the Cross River State area, in the Cross River State House of Assembly, Honorable Ovat Agbo, over allegations of domestic violence and unruly behaviors. The suspension, which was convened through the leadership of Osopong Ward 1 chapter of the party in Obubra local government area of Cross River State, was signed by the ward chairman, Honorable Stephen Ebokbo, and Secretary Honorable Igrigri Samuel. They accused the embattled lawmaker of disrespect to the leadership of the party for consistently ignoring invitations to respond and give clarifications to all allegations petitioned against him from both the House of Assembly and civil society groups. Let's take a look. Still on Cross River State, the senator representing Cross River's Northern Senatorial District and chairman, Senate Committee on Gas, Jarigbe Agam Jarigbe, has undertaken a scheduled visit to the state High Court situated in Ogoja, recently razed by fire. The court facility, located within the Government Reserved Area (GRA) in Ugoja local government area, came under a fire attack, burning all stationaries and equipment and thereby grounding legal operations. Addressing members of the Nigerian Bar Association, the senator recognized the roles of the judiciary, noting that an absence of a working legal system will expose society into a life of crime and uncertainty. He noted that he will continue to mobilize support until the court is rebuilt and made conducive, creating a proper working environment with workers, enabling them to discharge their duties while making a cash donation of 10 million naira. Welcoming the senator to the site, the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Ogoja branch, Barrister Matthias Adeshi, expressed appreciation for the senator's consistent support and commitment to the association. He explained that the NBA is currently making arrangements to use its bar center as a temporary courtroom. And on to River State. Allies of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, have successfully emerged as the new leaders of the South-South Zonal Executive of the All Progressive Congress (APC). The emergence of the new leadership follows a regional consultative assembly where the group consolidated its influence over the party's structure in the Niger Delta. The new zonal executive team is expected to lead the party's mobilization efforts across the 6 states of the South-South in preparation for the 2027 general elections. The inauguration of these leaders signals a significant shift in the internal power dynamics of the APC within the region, reflecting the growing alignment between Wike's political structure and the ruling party at the national level. The new executives pledged to embark on a reconciliation drive to unite various factions and build a more formidable opposition to the incumbent governors in the zone. Party stakeholders at the event noted that the goal is to ensure the South-South delivers a decisive vote for the APC in future national contests. Still in River State Governor Simeon Fubara has issued a high-level appeal to the leadership and stakeholders of the APC in the South-South region to embrace total unity as the 2027 general elections approach. Speaking during a strategic regional consultative meeting on Wednesday, the governor emphasized that the political strength of the Niger Delta depends entirely on the ability of its members to maintain a cohesive and disciplined front. Governor Fubara explained that the 2027 electoral cycle requires a unified party structure to ensure the South-South remains a decisive factor in Nigeria's national political landscape. He noted that internal frictions and personal differences must be set aside to prioritize regional development and the broader interests of the party. The governor further reaffirmed his full support for the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, describing the president's re-election as a shared responsibility for all regional stakeholders to ensure the continuity of ongoing federal reforms and infrastructure projects across the South-South states. In his address, Fubara urged the national leadership of the APC to facilitate more robust reconciliation mechanisms that can effectively integrate aggrieved members and strengthen the party's grassroots base. He reminded the gathered leaders that ultimate political success in the coming years will be measured by the tangible impact of governance on the life of the people, specifically through economic empowerment and the completion of critical regional projects. The governor's call for unity is being viewed as a move to harmonize various political interests within the zone and align the South-South trajectory with the national center before the primary season begins. And on to national news. Chief Isaac Kekemeke has been re-elected as the Southwest Zonal Chairman of the APC following the party's Zonal Congress held at the Mobolaji Johnson area in Lagos on Wednesday, March 25th. The election, which was conducted through a consensus arrangement, saw the return of the veteran politician to lead the party's executive committee in the region for another term. In his acceptance speech, Kekemeke expressed strong confidence in the party's trajectory and highlighted the performance of Southwest governors as a blueprint for national success. He specifically rallied support for the re-election of Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji and reaffirmed the zone's commitments to delivering an overwhelming victory for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2027 polls. The Congress was attended by all APC governors from the zone, along with the Senate leader and various members of the National Assembly, who praised the peaceful conduct of the exercise. Kekemeke noted that the new executive committee would operate strictly under the provisions of the 2026 Electoral Act to enhance credibility and accountability in internal party processes. We'll take a quick break. More stories when we return. Please stay with us.
Welcome to Dursag Engineering and Services Limited. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, engineering services, construction and fabrication works, specialized procurement and supply, operations and maintenance services, and integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. At Dursag Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. Dursag Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions.
Welcome back. And on to business news. The Nigerian naira has experienced a fresh wave of depreciation, falling to 1,391 against the US dollar in the official market on Thursday. This decline comes as the US dollar gains significant strength on the global stage, driven by rising inflation expectations and investor anxiety surrounding the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria shows the naira weakened from the 1,385.50 kobo recorded on Tuesday, reflecting the continued volatility in the foreign exchange markets. Market analysts point to a combination of international and domestic factors, noting that the safe haven appeal of the dollar has intensified as traders assess the impacts of energy price spikes on global growth. Adding to the pressure, Nigeria's external reserves recorded a slight dip to $49.57 billion as of March 24th, signaling a tightening buffer for the CBN to intervene and support the local currency. While the official rate hovered near the 1,391 naira mark, the parallel market rate remained relatively steady at approximately 1,415 naira per dollar, slightly narrowing the spread between the two segments. Still on business news, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, has stated that the ongoing war between Israel and Iran has created new commercial opportunities for Nigeria in the global energy markets. The National Oil Company reported on Thursday that disruptions in Middle Eastern supply routes have led international buyers to seek alternative, stable source of crude oil. The NNPC disclosed that there has been an increase in inquiries from European and Asian refineries for Nigerian crude grades, which are currently seen as a viable alternative to Iranian and other Middle Eastern blends. The company explained that Nigeria is strategically positioned to fill the supply gap, provided domestic production levels remain stable and oil infrastructure is protected from local disruptions. The NNPC is currently working to maximize production from deep water assets to take advantage of the favorable pricing environment. Additionally, the conflict has accelerated discussions regarding the completion of the Trans-Saharan gas pipeline as Europe looks to diversify its gas imports away from volatile regions. The company emphasized that it is committed to honoring all long-term supply contracts while exploring these emerging spot market opportunities. And onto international news. Trade ministers from across the globe have gathered in Yaoundé, Cameroon, to begin a series of crucial negotiations aimed at overhauling the World Trade Organization. The talks, which started on Thursday, are focused on modernizing global trade rules to better reflect the realities of the digital economy and the needs of developing nations. The agenda for the meeting includes the long-awaited reform of the WTO's dispute settlement mechanism, which has been paralyzed for several years. Ministers are also discussing the removal of harmful fish subsidiaries and the creation of new rules for e-commerce. Host nation Cameroon emphasized that the meeting is a rare opportunity for African voices to influence the global trade architecture. A key sticking point in the negotiations remains the issue of agricultural subsidies in developed nations, which many African countries argue disadvantage their local farmers. The ministers are aiming to reach a preliminary agreement on several key dossiers before the next major WTO ministerial conference. The success of the talks in Cameroon is seen as vital for maintaining the relevance of the WTO in an increasingly fragmented global economic landscape. And on to entertainment news, Nigerian movie producer Chantal Chanel has taken to social media to publicly call out the relationship expert Blessing Okoro, popularly known as Blessing CEO, over an alleged unpaid debt. In a series of viral posts shared on Thursday, March 26th, the producer expressed her frustration over the socialite's reported refusal to settle financial obligations related to a collaborative project. Chantal Chanel alleged that the debt has been outstanding for a significant period despite multiple private attempts to resolve the matter. The producer stated that she was left with no choice but to go public after being repeatedly ignored or blocked on communication platforms. In a wrongly worded vow, Chanel declared that she would employ all available means to recover the money, stating that the debt must be paid regardless of the circumstances. The producer further claimed that the funds in question were personal investments intended for production costs and the delay has hindered her upcoming projects. Blessing CEO has not yet issued a formal response to the allegations, though she remains active on her social media handles. This public dispute has sparked significant conversations among Nollywood followers regarding the professional conduct and financial transparency within the industry's collaborative circles. Still in entertainment news, award-winning actress Adesuwa Tomi Wellington has been cast as the lead voice and executive producer for the animated feature Malika, Warrior Queen. Created by Roye Okupe, the film is an adaptation of his popular graphic novel set in a 15th century West African empire. The story follows Queen Malika, a warrior and ruler of the kingdom of Azaz, as she struggles to keep her empire united amidst internal betrayal and external threats from the Ming dynasty. This Afro anime project is a collaboration between Unique Studios and Singapore-based August Media Group. Adesuwa Tomi Wellington joins the production not only as a titular character but also in leadership role as an executive producer. The feature is part of the expanding Unique universe following the successful global launch of the Iyanu animated series. Production will involve international teams across Africa and Asia to bring the historical fantasy epic to life for a global audience. And that brings us to the end of TVM's Metro Update. For more updates throughout the day, follow us on all our digital and social media platforms. Stay tuned to TVM for trusted news and in-depth coverage. I'm Mara Samuels. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.